Does that mean most government officials are corrupt? Well, no.
Pretty much.
But the...
Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, and it is Clone Wars Day, and I'm on season 3, episodes 5 and 6. So let's just check out and remind ourselves what happened last time. So in episode 3, Ryloth was under attack again by the Separatists, and Jar Jar was in, and Organa were asked to go to this planet called Toydoria and get some shipments down past the blockade of the Trade Federation the to the Twi'leks who lived on Rylath. And Jar Jar had to end up distracting them because the king was all like, well, I'm not going to do that because the guys from the Trade Federation were there. But then he secretly hatched a plan with them to do it behind the Trade Federation's back, which was pretty good. So that was a good one. But my favorite episode from last week was episode 4, the chairman of Pantora and his 2 daughters. So basically, the Trade Federation wanted some leverage on Pantora, so they kidnapped the two daughters of the chairman. The chairman and his son went to Tatooine to look for one, and ended up talking to Jabba, which was really cool. Jabba had a little baby with him, and basically did do what the chairman wanted because they were friends. And Greedo featured in that one as one of the bounty hunters who kidnapped the daughters. On top of that, the other one was Ahsoka and the senator or ambassador of Pantora were looking for the other daughter and ended up going up against the Trade Federation guys in their own ship. So eventually everything worked itself out. So that was pretty good. So let's see what people thought. Kevin Wardico. The Ryloth episode actually takes place before the series pilot. You meant to say the Republic. Yeah, I did meant to say the Republic. I have a really hard time keeping a track of what they're called at various times. Later, I was like, oh yeah, the Republic. I kept calling them the Rebel Alliance because, of course, that's what they're called in the first 3 original movies. But they are the Republic, so thanks for reminding me. And yeah, as always, I can't keep track of which of these episodes take place when. So I know the Yoda episode, which opens season 1, is not even in the right spot. So it's difficult to say. But they had there was already an episode where the Separatists had attacked Ryloth. So I was like, what is going on? Are they still there? Were they there before? Is this when they first showed up? I had no idea. Yoda assigned Ahsoka to Anakin so he would see her mistakes like in a mirror and recognize those are also his. Yeah, Yoda assigning Anakin Ahsoka is still interesting to me because Yoda had originally said he didn't want Anakin to be trained at all. I'm not so sure Anakin is as aware. He doesn't seem to see his mistakes as mistakes. He seems to say, oh, that just didn't work. But when he does something right, he definitely takes credit for that. Um, I never noticed that Anakin and Padme were open around Rex. That's interesting. I don't know. I'll have to keep my eye on that. Okay, wow, Kevin knows a lot. The Pantoran family are badasses. Yes, they definitely are. They're one of my favorite characters to come onto the series, and hopefully I'll see them some more. Jabba's son, Rota, whose name I didn't know, is from the Clone Wars movie. Oh yeah, I haven't seen the Clone Wars movie, at least the cartoon Clone Wars movie. Have not seen that. And the chairmen were played by George Lucas and his daughter in episode 3. Oh, wow, I didn't even know that. I knew his daughter was in one of the prequels. She appeared also in the background. I don't know if it was episode 1 or 2, but I think he sneaks her in there a couple of times. But I haven't paid enough close attention. But after watching the Clone Wars animated series, it'd be interesting to go back and watch episodes 1 and 2 and 3 and see if there's characters in the background that I can pick out. Because of course I don't really pay attention to the background in those 3 movies, just because they're prequels. I don't expect to see characters that I know from the middle part of the series. So anyway, thank you for your comments as usual, keeping me up to date on things that I haven't read or known about. I have read the quite a few of the original Star Wars books that were out in the 90s, maybe 80s as well. And so sometimes I will pick up things from them as well. But yeah, not as much as it has been about 20 years since I read them. All right, well, let's get busy with episode 5 and 6. Corruption.
Satine has called upon her friend Padme Amidala.
It's like, that's Padme's ship. I love Duchess Satine. I love Mandalore. Yes. Let's go. Though I would like it if Obi-Wan showed up, because the chemistry between Satine and Obi-Wan is awesome. It's a cool outfit, Padme. I approve.
Senator.
That's a weird looking ship. It crawls like an insect. Oh, because these people are in it. Oh, he looks like an Egyptian pharaoh. Who are you, my friend? Was that Lysol wipes? What is that?
Deal with me directly in the future. Got it? As you wish.
Well, that was easy. Okay, then. Who is this little Egyptian pharaoh man?
Esteemed colleague, I'm sure you and the Trade Federation make a profit whether our business is legitimate or not.
I resent that.
Yeah, that was kind of rude.
Order, please. Senator Amidala,
Sit down.
the floor is yours.
I'm like a queen, yo.
I hear your worries.
It's quite hypocritical of you to come here, a member of the Republic Senate, and lecture to us about corruption.
Mandalore cannot retain.
Oh, well, that didn't work, did it, Padme?
The corporate alliance.
Silence, Alec.
Ooh, Duchess Satine. Sit down.
I told Senator.
This stuff is slavin, a diluting agent. If we add it, we can make twice as much tea at twice the profit.
Oh.
Isn't it toxic?
Ha, only if the dosage is wrong. So get your mixture right.
Dude! You're gonna kill a bunch of people with diluted tea? What's going on? Oh, all these people are sick from that tea.
What are you going to do to save them?
I must speak to the ruling council about this matter.
Well, the council never gets anything
I
done.
refuse to believe that Death Watch has anything to do with this.
No, they
I
don't.
agree. His concern for the children was practically none.
What are they serving? Oh, there's that drink. Yep, they're serving them that
Thank
drink.
you for allowing us to inspect the school, Superintendent.
The school must have an import log, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
So we should be able to find out where the tea came from.
Well, then let's get to the
Well,
docks.
but you just said that kids bring it in themselves, so why would the school keep track of outside tea?
There's
Dude.
no record of an outside vendor.
Oh, get back
Hold it
here.
right there.
I'm actually on my way to the hospital.
No, you're not. Get yourself back here.
Stop him.
Are these all for the ones bringing in the tea?
No, I'd have to narrow that down.
Well, do it then. Jeez.
There you go.
Captain.
Smuggling does not take place on my watch.
And what about when you're not watching?
I'm always watching.
Well, you weren't, because it happened and
were
we
you
saw it.
watching as children were dying? I command you, open these doors.
What the heck? You tried to attack Duchess Satine? Go, cool guards. Yeah. That guy's good. Go, cool dude. Oh no! Padme's a good shot. Let's go! Back him into a corner. Here we come.
I'm counting on you, Almec.
Don't know, Almec. You're not really doing a good job. The Academy. Okay, Ahsoka. How is Ahsoka supposed to help fight corruption? This will be interesting.
Does that mean most government officials are corrupt? Well, no.
Pretty much.
But to keep them honest and hold them accountable if they're not.
How do you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
By exposing corrupt officials for what they are. Lasting change can only come from within.
What if you expose them and they still don't go to jail?
What are off-worlders doing on a secure board? I don't like this.
Why are you talking so
Get it out
loud?
of here.
Stupid. No! Why'd you do that? That one kid messed it up for everybody. Come on, come on, come on, get it, get it. Oh, no! Jeez. Run! Who's this dude?
He's always told me to come to him if I'm ever in trouble. And I'd say we're all in big trouble.
Why do I feel like the Prime Minister is the one doing this?
By these allegations, meet me in the Palace Plaza tonight. Bring the recording you took of the black market.
No, 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 it's him.
Who know about it.
Nope, 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 nope. This is a trap. Clearly he wants... It's a trap.
You sound more like my aunt than a Jedi Knight.
How do you know what a Jedi Knight sounds like? It's not like you've met any. This is not cool. You're gonna get in... He's gonna take you out.
You, Corky?
Go, Ahsoka. Watch out, they're coming back.
Looks
Oh,
like
they're
the
running.
Prime Minister set you up.
You better get to her. Oh no.
We're too late.
Corky, you're a little too gung-ho.
They took her. This is all my fault.
Yeah, it is. That's okay, we'll get her back.
After my aunt, he's the most powerful person on Mandalore.
So, let's go talk to him.
Sign it, sign the confession and admit to your treasonous
No.
ways.
Don't do it.
There is only one traitor to
And it's
Mandalore,
you.
Prime Minister, and that's you.
No. Don't do it, Duchess.
I would rather die than sign your confession. No, you can't. They're just children.
Serac. Yeah, go Ahsoka. That's your signal. Yeah, deal with him. Take him out, yeah. Go, girl. Oh, you get back here, dude. Put it on him.
Gotcha.
Hey, you're in jail now, Prime Minister. You're solitary confinement.
You must know by now that I didn't bring you here just to teach. I knew something was amiss, but I had no one to trust.
The one where you convinced untrained children to help you overthrow a corrupt government?
That was a highlight.
Sounds pretty risky.
Oh,
You're
well,
lucky you didn't get hurt.
where'd you get that
You
from?
wouldn't have done.
Exactly. It's exactly what you would have done, Anakin. Alright, those were episodes 5 and 6 of season 3, and they all had to do with Mandalore and the Duchess Satine. I really enjoy the Duchess Satine. I would have really liked to see her with Obi-Wan again, but basically in the first episode, Padme came to visit her, and they've both been kind of royalty on a planet, so they have a lot in common there. But there was some nasty smuggling going on Mandalore. black market was thriving, and these dudes from another planet that looked like it might have had an Egyptian flair to it showed up with this tea, and to make more money, they watered it down with this poisonous substance, which in the concentration it was poisoned children. So that they didn't know that it would do that. They were thinking of adult concentrations at the time, not children. So all the schools were getting, the children were getting sick. I think the issue I had with that episode was just one small piece, and that was the principal or superintendent had said that the children brought the tea in from outside, but then when they went, what they were doing to find out where it came from was asking the superintendent to see the ships or the schools like food logs. That didn't make sense to me. If kids are bringing it from like home and in, then how is it that it would be tracked by the school? But regardless, they discovered that the superintendent was crooked because he was trying to cut funds and get money for himself. And then they found the Egyptian dudes and put them in jail for their smuggling, and the corrupt police that were working and the dock workers. So one of the dock workers, like the main guy, he was pretty upset that Satine was even implying that there was corruption on the docks, but there was, and so he realized that when he went with Satine and Bame to track down where the tea was coming in. So that was dealt with. But the overall problem on Mandalore is that if there's a shortage of food and people are having to go to the black market to sustain themselves. But that was because all the food shipments were being tightly controlled by the prime minister. Well, in the first episode, the prime minister was pretty useless. Every time Satine tried to get him to do something, he'd strike a committee or take forever or argue with people. And so I was like, this government's pretty useless. But in the episode 6, you realize he's doing that and not following through because he's the head of the whole thing. Satine decided to ask for a Jedi to come and help deal with the corruption, but be disguised as like a teacher for the cadets. So Ashoka came, and she was teaching the cadets all about politics and how if you're greedy, you can use it for your personal corruption or to be corrupt. And so the cadets went on their own little like search for, where's the food? How come we're not getting any food? We don't get any nightly snacks or whatever. So of course they come across the goat people, as I call them, talking with the police and a hooded figure, and they record that person and then barely get away because of course they were kind of caught spying. But one of them turned out to be Corky Satine's nephew. So he went to her first and felt like she wasn't really doing anything about this corruption. So then he went to the prime minister, and right away it was a trap because the prime minister said, oh, come to the dock, meet me here with the recording, and anyone who knows about it. So I'm like, ah, man, it's him. So they go and they almost get like captured by the guards he sent, but Ahsoka frees them, and then they realize, it's the prime minister. So they go to Satine to try to warn her she's been captured already by the prime minister, and he's using her as a fall person. He's gonna throw her under the bus and make her look like she's the corrupt one. But thankfully, in the end, Ahsoka and Satine and the 4 cadets were able to thwart the prime minister and take him down. So now he's in solitary confinement, and the food can now go freely because Corky was like, there's tons of food, but he's not letting it go through to the people. He's purposely creating a black market. And he was all like, oh, I did it for the people. No, you didn't. No, don't do that. You didn't do anything for the people. Did it for yourself. So yeah, Ahsoka played a risky plan with 4 cadets that didn't have any training, as Anakin pointed out. But she was like, well, it's nothing you wouldn't do. And that's very true. It's an ongoing thing where Anakin kind of gets confronted by Ahsoka with the fact that she's only doing what he's trained her to do. And he usually is quite proud of that. He looked a little like, oh, maybe he wasn't expecting her to say that. But yeah, overall, the 2 episodes were pretty cool. I like seeing Satine. I like anything to do with Mandalore. Death Watch was mentioned, but had nothing to do with the corruption. So we still haven't seen any more episodes of the Death Watch or Pre Vizsla or the sweet dark saber that showed up last season. So hopefully those will come back again. I also was thinking that it'd be interesting in this new Obi-Wan Kenobi live action that Disney is apparently putting together with Ewan McGregor. It would be pretty cool if Obi-Wan, if there was some background with him and Satine, like, that would be really cool if they did some kind of, pre Obi-Wan thing where he meets Satine and we can find out a little bit more about their relationship, because I really liked that. And the fact that he said to her last episode that she was on, that she said to him that she loved him, he would not have gone into the Jedi. I think that's very interesting. Yeah, so anyway, if you like my videos, please subscribe. If you'd like to see more reactions for the Clone Wars, check out my previous playlist. And until next time, bye.